guys, we're back with Manners Minder Day 2, so I can tell you, I don't know if all dogs do that, but this dog is, it's quite obvious, it's really in love with this thing.
That's very protective over her husband.
And I'm going to tell you, it's by design I'm not having any reaction to that, because if you said, why don't you correct that and all that, she's looking at me. If I moved on her right now, honestly, not, I mean, just don't do that. I mean, I'm just going to tell her not to do that. All right, so, but I can resolve that. But what I'm saying to myself right now is the reason I would continue to just keep feeding the dog in that position, because as dogs go, you know, if you said, here's a line, here's the part of the dog where it's laying down and resting, here's the part of the dog where it's running around. I mean, obviously, you know, some dogs are going to be lazier than others. This isn't one of those dogs. I mean, this is, you know, and, you know, there's perpetual motion dogs. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. The, you know, the largest part of this dog is motion. So if I, sure, maybe that's just an excuse I'm making up just to stand here. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I've got that. If I can get the dog going over there with the pager, and I'm going to tell her, I could probably get her going over there, and I know I can get her going over there without it, but my job, and she's getting the idea, because if I told her, all right, let me see if I can get her out of there. Oh, through. She doesn't want to leave. I'm just going to tell her right now, we had to drag her in the house last night, or yesterday after training. Look at her.
She's going to get comfortable, even more comfortable.
Turns her back on me.
Yeah. Until this.
And stares at her new friend. God,
it's her favorite. She's like, eventually.
What if I what if I take a little picture of myself and put it on the top? Then would I be?
There you go.
Okay, but I'm going to tell her my ace in the hole is I know I can make the dog come. I know I can push a button and make this dog come to me. But I'm also saying to myself, and that's its nature in general. Remember, I said you have to have more momentum coming back at you. Well, this is falling back, and there's still more. It's going to be more momentum going away. But saying to myself right now, I'm going to get some distance. Sandy. All right, now watch. This is what's awkward here. If I can push these two at the same time. Can you place OMG?
No, he was just repositioning it for you.
Yay.
Yeah, it's just repositioning it.
All right, if I can get her up there from here. Yay. Down.
Girl.
Here we go. I mean, apparently I'm the only one this happens to.
I'm gonna have to start it over.
Fine.
Okay.
You know, you better learn to train around that if you have this thing. What I'm saying.
All right, good job.
All right, so now if I can down. But I'm going to tell you, she's not mirroring those two together. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I say down, she has no expectation of, she doesn't seem to at this point anyway. So that's only the second day. So I know my ace in the hole. What I don't want to do, though, you know, and it is the same as the recall out in the field. I don't want to always go X distance away and then call the dog. All right, look, this is my chance. That's her default. Down. So I push my pager. Yay! So, you know, if you said, what did that do? I said, well, help it understand that I don't seem that concerned about proximity. And nor am I jealous of your new love affair with the Manners Minder, where I now seem to play second fiddle. You know, because, you know, that's what and if you said, well, what can I can interject myself at any time by virtue of that recall. And I have added, you know, but what I wouldn't do, and if you said, well, how are you going to get out of it? I'm going to figure out a way to get it out of there. I'm not going to use the nick to get it out of there. You wouldn't do that. I mean, one, it's only the second day. But apparently this thing, oh, because look, it's got to, now watch, it'll start doing it on its own when I, because we didn't ever figure this out at first. If I push this, maybe it's not set right. Wait. Maybe you got to push both. Anyway, it's supposed to, when you hit that, it just keeps, I'll tell you what would work for this dog, that. You know, if you, I'll tell you, that'll give you a chance to sneak away. Right, but I want to get some nice momentum going. So what I'm going to do, Summers, I'm going to call her to me and try to send her back over there. You know, just one movement. Sandy! In your place. Down. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. I don't have my hip. I'm gonna be careful though. Okay, down. And I'm going to tell you right now what that was. You might need to get a better angle because yesterday you really didn't have both of us in the shot.
Okay.
As assistant producer, that's your job. And I'm going to tell you, I was careful right there because what happened was, she's very, very active. I don't even like to use that word that much, but she was just in the throes of eating the food. And she felt the pager, and I mean, again, she does have an installed recall with that pager. She was thinking of coming. But there's no reason to come now because, well, dinner's being served. And I'm going to tell you, I do have different treats in here. But that went real well. It's going to, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be hard to compete with that. It's going to be hard to compete with that.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that yesterday. Before she only, if you could do it where it just look.
She's faithful, little
If you
dog.
could just do it where you just put just one. It's doing 4 or 5 at a time. So I know I can get away. I know I can get away by. Oh, she glanced at me. I'll tell you that. She glanced at me. All right, but I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to throw my voice this way. Oh, she's getting nice and comfortable. She's getting nice and comfortable. The love affair, look at it go. Oh, you little monkey. I'm just not going to have any reaction. All right, watch. Sandy! Down. And I'm going to kind of tell you what that did. And I pushed her up there with the pager. We really do need the sound box. When she was over there, I was just kind of bumping it a little bit. You know, and I'm tempering it to see. If I started bumping it and she started coming back at me, I might have done something different, but you know, maybe I can cut that out and get it in slow-mo. But yeah, she was already gonna go back to the love affair.
Oh, yeah.
Dear diary, I met the love of my life today. Am I wrong?
He's got everything I need.
Everything. It's
Everything.
like we were made for each other.
Everything. That's her husband.
So again, now that's my strategy. And that was my fault. I kept babbling too long. I could have made it. I didn't lose or gain anything. She just came to me. Ideally, I want right from the beginning though to understand I'm moving you out of there and moving you back in there with that pager. Because I'm a codependent person. I'm very dependent on my phone. I'm very dependent on this because I don't trust you to listen to me. Because you're a little dog. Yeah. Watch. But so if I do want the pager and this thing to go together. I can tell you, it does seem to be hard to get it to do that. I don't know what would be with certain dogs. Yay. There's really no reason to do anything right now. But again, we're not gaining or losing anything. But that's not my job. All through. Oh, she's not interested in being all through. She goes, yeah, I got your all through, lady. I'll be right here staring at my new friend. So remember, I've got my blinders. Oh, she's glancing at me.
You can't even see.
I'm going to pull her out of there. Sandy! Sandy, I don't want her to leave me, though. I don't want her, and I think I better set that up right. Sandy, I can keep her very close proximity without. Can you please? All right, I'm holding it down, let it all right, I'm clicking it. Clicking it. Down. And if you said that she didn't make the correlation between the two things the first time, I would say maybe not, but she definitely did the second time. Problem is, what I'm doing is making the thing more likable. I'm saying to myself, though, as long as I can get the dog out of there, and what I don't want to do, I'm thinking to myself right now, if I'm going to get the dog out of there, you know, again, I have to have the ability to keep the dog right by me anyway, so I'm not going to do a bunch of sending her and coming back yet, but I could probably heal her out of there. And, you know, but that's part of the reason you have the collar. I mean, that's what I try to tell people. As quick as possible, have a bias towards distance. So the dog just understands the scene of the movie. When there's a big landscape, their character is still focused on you.
So you know you're doing good.
She just loves that thing. She never loved me that much.
Well, favorite.
All right, so look, I can distract her. There's my blinders. I can feel fairly safe that she's not going to leave there as long as that's happening.
And when it's not.
She's got me all figured out. Oh,
There.
I'm going to do it from as far away as possible. Sandy! Yay! 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 In your place. Hold it down. Let it up. Down. And if you said, when did you hit the pager? When I said down, and maybe timing-wise better than I had done it before, because I hit it, and she did look right at that. All right, look, I might be able to get her down a little bit better, more on her side. Down. Yay. I think it's hard for them to understand, maybe. Yay. Yay. That's acting as my lieutenant. All right, now look, I know I can get her down. Okay. Again, it is only the second day. All right, so now I want to just do it one more time. I want to have a nice momentum. I did a couple things, though, and I can tell you with this dog, you're not going to ruin it by calling it off of there a couple times in the beginning. You know, if anything, you're setting a precedent that, oh, you don't just run away from me. Don't kid yourself. This little dog might be part coyote, Natalie. She's a crafty little thing. Look at her. She's already in love with that thing more than me. I can probably heal her out of there because I do have the better treats. Yay. And oh, you precious angel. You know, I know I've got a lot of momentum, so I want to get it going as much as possible. I do want them to understand that as motion. Sandy, holding it down. she's already trying to lay down. In your place. Oh, I'm clicking it. I'm clicking it. Yay. Down. I made a fast move right there. I actually did it concurrent. All right, look. Let me see if I can get her over on her hip more. Down. Yay. All right, so what I'm going to try to do, just see if I can get her to go from a little farther away. Just get a little momentum in there. Sandy! Yay! In your place. Down. I'll tell you how she's doing. She's doing absolutely perfect.